Everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays One Step from Eden, where I think, you know, we were one step from Eden. From Eden good, and then we started eating good because I started to play better. I think what would be amazing now is to maybe do better with a character I've never done well with. I know we have the alternate builds for some of these characters now. I'll just level with you. I'm continuing the series, but I don't want to set the precedent that we're going to beat every ending with every character. But for now, I'm having a great time. I would love to not master, but at least demonstrate a base level of competency with, you know, some of the basic characters that are built in. And if nothing else, I'll tell you, I very much appreciate the level of complexity and depth in this game, without a doubt. So, let's do it. We'll play as the gunner this time. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I think we won the last one, but I'm not sure. I guess to... Oh, right. We need to generate our own mana by hitting. I think we want to do Hit Seeker because we do have the gun that hits, you know, the mana gun. So we have spells that hit enemies frequently. Let's put it that way. Okay, 20 shield when you shuffle. I actually quite like that because of the fact that we also get attack damage when we shuffle. So, you know, there's an incentive to kind of like shuffle, get the shield, and then get in there, I suppose. Anyway. What are we doing here? I just gotta get myself in the mindset of how we want to play as this character. But I think we want to do one more, like, mixed run. You know, a run where we kill some enemies or kill some bosses and leave some bosses alive. The idea being that, you know, if everything went right, which there's a big potential question mark in there, for sure. But if everything... Oh, blasted, dude. If everything went right, in theory, maybe we would see what happens if you beat the neutral ending again, if you beat the gate again. Missile bounces between enemies. I mean, not great for fighting a single target, but for fighting multiple enemies, I don't know. That seems kind of interesting. I'm willing to give it a shot in this deck, at least. It's a tough one. I think I'll take 5 money after each battle. Because I think we're early enough that there's a lot of value to that. Let's see how this works. Maybe it works completely fine if there's only one enemy. Turns out I think it might work completely fine. My mistake. I don't know what we're trying to build yet, though. I will be honest about that one. I think everything we've got in our deck for now works well. There's no, like, no cards I want to remove, you know, immediately. No cards I look at and go like, well, this is a hunk of junk. Hey, ma'am, I'm sorry. Ma'am, I apologize. That one was my mistake. Wasn't my intention to cause a conundrum there. There we go. She lived. What are you complaining? You lived. What are you complaining about? Give me the luck. I've loved these, like, luck builds. I think that's allowed us to get some high-quality stuff that's helped us out a lot. Okay, restore mana when flame damage is dealt, I think has a ton of use for us. And some kind of, like... Okay, we need the mana. So we should shoot up here, then we fire. Glaive missed! Wow, that's an embarrassment. I apologize on behalf of myself and nobody else. Fire a shot from behind that leaves flame on tiles. I like it. I know this looks very similar to the build we were rolling maybe 2 runs ago, where we were a little bit fire focused. Right, you should probably not stand there while you do it. However, I think the mana regen that we get off of the fire damage is super nice. I would say, I actually think if we're going to get rid of anything from this deck, for now, it would probably be Innervate. I prefer to just get the max mana through kind of more commonplace means, I suppose. But I will say, I get Innervate. You might be like, you don't get it. No, I get it. You use it with the mana gun to create as much potential damage as possible. Just build it up. Buttercup, baby. Good, good, good. And just keep, you know, those bombs, they're not going anywhere. We can leave this one there and then have it like one shot away from Oblivion. Okay, you got a World of Hurt coming your way. Oh, careful. Get out of there. Get into there. Look at that. We'll play another Innervate. Doesn't bother me. We got 5 attack damage while shuffling. Don't be afraid to use it. Just do it. It's worth it. You've already screwed up the Flawless. You might as well just get in there. Okay, that's not the way you should approach that one, but what's done is done. Alright, I'll Blaster. Oops, my finger slipped. I don't see it. I don't see any of these being good enough right now. I'll take the money. The removal is interesting. I will level with you. I think we will want to remove stuff here. I think I'm going to actually start by removing Innervate. I just think that's the least valuable one right now. But I definitely do want upgrades in the future. So that's going to be high on the list. This just, it works. Okay, fantastic. It's going to be high on the list, is trying to prioritize getting to a shop. And probably getting to a shop as soon as possible. That's interesting. Fire a bouncing beam that applies frost. Someone gave me a great tip that I don't have the capacity to use yet. And the tip was, if you want to hit with a diagonal shot, you should stand on the inverse tile. Which I understand is one of those things where you're like, it's not that easy. Sorry, I'm sorry, ma'am. I had to generate mana. Come on, work with me. It's doing 0 damage. Okay? It happened somehow. I don't know what happened, but it worked. Shot deals 10 damage for each spell in your deck. I like Revenge reasonably well as well. The time has come though. Are we gonna bank on? Yeah, we'll take mana regen on that. I do like to slow enemies when frost is applied, and I'm probably being a little silly, thinking, oh, I've already spec'd a little bit too much into flames. I can't go with frost now. That's probably not a productive line of reasoning. However, I think it could work for us. It's always benefited me, I think, in One Step from Eden to focus as much as possible, as early as possible on one specific archetype. And, well, 1 or 2 specific archetypes. And I'll tell you, right now, I'm kind of thinking that my archetype might not have space for Bomb Toss, which, if you know me and you know how I played the Gunner in the past, give me the luck, dude. Give me the luck. I really like Bomb Toss. I think Bomb Toss is real good. So we'll hit shop early here, and then let's just see how this works. 25 money for a 50% chance for enemies to fire a missile on hit. No thank you. Heal 150 to take 140 to heal 150? Don't talk to me. Flame damage reduces target's defense by 1. That kind of seems like a no-brainer because it has the word flame in it. I think we'll donate some blood to get a 3rd upgrade. So what do we want for upgrades here? We don't really need a double cast on fire because it leaves flames to begin with. So I actually think our fire spells might not need to be upgraded that much. At least these ones I don't think need to be upgraded that much. I think Glaive is pretty great, so I think we'll start with Glaive. It being cheaper doesn't matter that much to me. A chance to hit twice, I guess, when it hits so many times is worth something. I think I will upgrade Bomb Toss, and we're really fishing for the double cast, which we're lucky to get. And then we have one more upgrade. I'm just trying to think. Like, double cast is not worth very much. Fragile's kind of good. I think I like PK Fire maybe because it's a little easier to aim. Piercing, gotta be honest, Piercing is pretty good. That's a good reason to get it, although it will be worse against, or it will be worse in a situation where we want to save a hostage now. But I think we used our brain on that one. And I'm happy with how it turned out. So the question now becomes, how are you going to, oh my god. How are you going to blast that thing? And that worked out perfectly fine. I still don't think we want it, but I love to see those big upgrades, those good cards, those rare ones. Replace your weapon with the M1 Leo Fire. Hit all tiles in front. Hit all tiles in front. I'm really concerned that if we take this and it isn't what I think it is, it's dangerous, but let's do it and just... Okay, so that's how it works. Very interesting. Which means that it's effectively piercing. Okay, it also does not allow us to generate mana, which, to be honest, is what I was concerned about. So, it also costs no mana to shoot. So there's a benefit there. Yeah, that makes sense. But there's also like there's a real cost to this one right now. Once we get mana, is not so bad. I am thinking like shuffle a lot and then just like hold the button down. Because it's really is doing a lot of damage. I will admit, for being not what I thought it would be, it's definitely not doing as bad of a job as I thought it would do in that situation. So I'm gonna level with you, brother. You're toasted. But we gotta figure out, we need agnostic mana regen as soon as possible. And we might even want to take some mana regen in our deck. So we'll take a removal. I mean, to be honest, we could use the removal on the gun and just go with the normal gun if we decide that it's not worth it. For now, I'm willing to give it a shot just because, like, I really do think it's a pretty good opportunity. And we do, in our own unique way, we have a good mana generator, which is dealing flame damage. But if we don't do flame damage, we're not getting mana regen. Which, it just puts like enough of a caveat on this one that I'm like, it's just slightly, I don't know if I'd say too spicy. Yo, the piercing on that's so nice. It's just spicy enough to get me like, just a little spiced up. I hope that, I think we can get the mana regen to turn this into a truly incredible weapon, but I think we do have to take the flamberge. I know we're getting a thick deck here. Like, this is a thick deck. However, I think it's carrying a lot of value as well. So just be clear. Clearly I did that wrong. I guess we want to cast it closer. Why would you just eat that? It just doesn't make sense. Like, you can see, this is what happens when we don't get good mana regen. You know, we just sit there casting, and or we just sit there shooting. And I will definitely take that. We need as many cards that leave flames as possible, I think. So 4 max mana. Do we have any cards that cost more than 3? No. So I'm gonna go for the lose 1 max mana but get super mana regen. I actually think it's totally worth it here. Sorry, I got myself kind of stuck up there. I mean, that felt right. It felt right. We are taking some damage, there's no doubt about it. This is what we wanted, though. We wanted the big money plays right here. I still do not really You're still... Oh, we gotta kill this, we gotta kill this! We got it, okay. I forgot the Crystal Seal, which is like, come on. Of course the Crystal Seal. Spell power better, but defense worse. It's a little spicy. It creates a situation, for sure, in which we would rather get hit by one big thing than many small things. Okay, we have brought the snake to life. That was great. I don't know what I did on that one, but that was great. Whatever I did to make all the flames come out instead of none of the flames coming out, let's do that more often. $305 HP. This has got me, it's got me spiced up, I'm not gonna lie. So we just gotta, okay, don't do any more damage to her, please. Thank you. Really, oh, it's got a hit. There's your problem, brother. Who would have thought? Okay, these have got to land to get us some mana regen. It did not land. That's okay. I'm just gonna play it very cool. You're gonna get hit by that, which is very nice for me. And it's just gonna take some time. Like, it is what it is. We should really make sure as well we're firing constantly. As long as it doesn't compromise our own ability to dodge. It really is like the single most important thing we could do. So this time, I'm gonna be honest. I think you bring us back to life, which seems incredibly useful. But for the other half of it, I also just need your HP. So I think, and I'm loving this run right now. I say that every time. That's just because I'm a pretty positive guy, I suppose. But on top of, you know, that normal relative positivity, admittedly speckled with a little bit of cynicism now and then, there's a level of me that likes this run more than a lot of runs we've done, I think, just because we've had to create a different way. We probably should have taken mana potion. But just because we've had to create a different way of living here. You know what I mean? Like, because of the fact that this run is slightly wonky. And we've had to... It's like the difference between inheriting your parents' business and, you know, setting off on your own. Of course, you'd love to have the opportunity. Gain 4 attack damage, lose 300 max HP. Why not? Let's give it a shot. But there's just something, you know, satisfying about going it your own way. You know what I mean? And we've definitely done this in a way that is completely unique. Mostly because we got rid of our gun that allowed us to generate mana and was the foundation on which we built our whole, you know, play style to begin with. I don't know what's happening. What I do know is it did quite a lot of damage quickly. Sure, enemies have a chance to explode on death. Work with me on that one. I imagine we will free some snakes at some point, and I will be happy to have that. Lose 2 money when you take a hit. Absolutely. So I'll tell you, I think that blue bullets should be removed now. I don't think that's the win condition it previously was. And then, upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. 3 upgrades. We gotta be careful on this one. I think Firewall is a good one. The flow is not that relevant. We'll take the mana cost. For once, I actually feel like the mana cost is really relevant. Deal 100 damage in a cone of flames behind target. Okay. We'll take Wildfire and see if we can get actually like mana regen, because right now it's not doing that much. Do they pierce already? They don't. Fragile on hit is interesting, but I think I'd rather just have it pierce and hit everything and create more flames for us. And then Backburner, I mean, I wouldn't mind the double cast if possible. 25% chance to hit twice, I think is good there, though. And I am thinking about, do we want to remove anything? I don't think so. I don't think so. So if we lose a little bit of money getting hit, as far as I'm concerned, it's no big deal. Cost of doing business. So this is kind of like the moment of truth. Did that go well? Yeah, I think that went pretty well. Basically, I'm confident, and if I distill this run down to the brassest of brass tacks, I am confident in this run. That's not the way you do that one. I am no longer confident in this run. What I was gonna say is I'm confident in this run as long as we have mana. When we have mana, life is beautiful. It's alright. Don't freak out. You're coming back to life. Dodge this. He's dodged it. Now, for the love of God, do not move out of the way of this spell. What's happening back? What's happening back? Are you hearing that? I've never heard that noise in this game before. Stop it! Focus. Good focus. Good focus. You dodged right into the freaking spell. Let's be honest. Not my finest run. What's my goal for likes on this episode? More than one is good. Let's say... my confidence will be preserved slightly if this one beats 750. Thanks so much. I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Maybe we got a little overconfident on that one, and that was what sent us back to the Shadow Realm. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!